Alright guys, so welcome back to my jet ski maintenance type of dealio here that I got going on. I told you guys I will show you how to have it all nice and shiny and bring that black back without using any greasy products. And how in general, like, repair little scuffs, or not repair but make them less visible so that it looks decent, like, you know, like dock rash and things like that. So let me get set up and I will show you guys. Let's do it. So it's a little windy here today, but bear with me. I'm going to try to do my best. So yeah, I mean, something like this, a little bit of dock rash. You know, if you kind of left your ski sitting on the dock for too long, or some D-bag went by in a no-wake zone while you were docked, and you ended up getting some dock rash like this. Happens to the best of us. Maybe you pulled in too fast or whatever. So here's a super easy way to make it less visible. First thing is first, I'm gonna go over with a razor blade and take off the stuff that's coming out. You don't wanna dig into it or make it worse, but you wanna just take off that stuff that kinda came up a little bit. If you don't have it, like, you know, where the plastic is frayed a little or coming off, you don't have to do the blade thing. You won't have to fix it that way. So the next thing you do is you grab a heat gun, and now this is kind of one of those things where you have to be kind of careful not to overdo it, because you are going to be melting the actual surface of the plastic to make these white scuffs less visible. So I'm going to warm up my heat gun. Okay, so that's pretty much gone. And then same goes for the graphics. Obviously, if you have little areas like that you kind of hit or something happened, you could always hit it with the heat gun and just smooth it over. The next thing I want to talk about is getting this plastic back to normal. So what happens to plastic? Why does it fade? Well, one of the major things why it fades is because, number one, it's gassing off. Number two, it gets sun damaged. So it starts getting these white spots, fading, turning white in some areas, and it becomes not shiny like this. You could tell that this is all right here. It's all turning a little gray. Biggest thing is, like I said, UV damage, and also for the fact that all plastics gas off. Eventually a thin layer of plastic starts coming off, and another layer and another layer, until the plastic is pretty much weathered away. So there's a product, this is what I'm using. It's called Pearl by CarPro, and this is a water-based silicon oxide coating that prevents, that kind of restores the plastic back to its original shape. This also has a high UV protection, slow to fading and yellowing. Durability says up to 3 months, but that's regular weathering, obviously, on like car bumpers and stuff like that. I'm using the solution mixed 1-to-1 on the jet skis to coat it, and then I'm going to use a clean microfiber towel to try to wipe it off or spread it over evenly so that it's all pretty much dries into a nice finish. Alright, so I usually mix it in an empty bottle. This was from spray-on wax. I mixed it with 50% water, 50% Pearl solution, and the next thing I'm going to do is layer it on. The cool thing is about this pearl stuff is also you can layer it. Once it's dry, you can, if you want more shine, you can layer it on again and again and again, basically until you have a coating that you're happy with. So I'm gonna start with the front and work my way to the back. So the first layer is basically on, and I wait until it completely dries to the touch, which this is pretty much dry. And then what I do it all over again, put on a second layer. I like to put 2 coats on just to ensure that I have enough UV protection on there so these plastics are not fading. So here you go, guys. Jet skis are all cleaned up and shined up. And they are ready to be put away for the winter. Bam. Also nice and dry to the touch, so it's not greasy. And while I was detailing them, I took the liberty of installing the hydro turf. So if you guys want to know how to do that, super simple. I will get a vid out for that pretty soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this, and subscribe to my channel if you guys want to see more stuff with the wave runners. Thanks for watching. Later.